Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing to you a very great opportunity, especially for those who are looking to study in the United Kingdom and who are also looking to bring in their dependents, be it your wife or your children. Before we go on in this video, first of all, I would want to say that this is the very first time I'm going to be talking about anything immigration on my channel, and that is because I am trying as much as possible to avoid anything that as regards immigration. But this particular offer I'm about to share with you, it's a very great opportunity that I can't just let it to myself. I just have to share it out to every one of you on my channel. So guys, if you are watching me for the very first time, my name is DivineAdebola. I talk about traveling, I talk about education, I talk about anything that I feel will be beneficial to all of my viewers. That's what I share on this channel. And in today's video, I would want to share with you how you can actually bring in your dependents or your children or whatsoever it is down to UK. So now, if you recall so well, on the 1st of January 2024, the UK government actually banned bringing in dependent for people on student visa, aside some particular set of study. So if you are coming to do the regular master's degree that most people always come down here with, you won't be able to bring in your wife or your children. They are your dependent anyway, so you'll be able to bring any of them. But there is this clause which we will be looking at today, and which I'm going to be explaining to you. So in that way, master students can still bring in their dependent. So let's quickly, I'm going to be sharing my screen so you're going to understand everything I'm going to be talking about smoothly. So let me quickly share my screen so you would understand what I'm talking about, what I'm trying to explain. So here is the UK VI's website, and this is their stands as regards student visa and with the dependent. So let's quickly read. Your partner and children, those are your dependents, may be able to apply to come to UK to stay longer in the UK. You must be one of the following: a government-sponsored student starting a course, blah blah blah, a full-time student on a postgraduate level, this or above, that lasts 9 months or longer. If your postgraduate, now listen, if your postgraduate level course starts on or after 1st of January 2024, it must be either a postgraduate or doctorate course or a research-based higher degree. Now, this is the main clause. So if you have been in the UK for a very long time, you can still bring your dependent. If you are studying your masters, blah blah blah, you don't have any issues with that. But if your course is starting after January 1st 2024, you can no longer bring in your dependent. And if you are peradventure you're going to be able to bring your dependent on the student visa, it has to be a PhD or a doctorate course or a research-based higher degree. And most people don't really want to do PhD. Most people I've been speaking to anyway, I don't know about you, they don't really want to do PhD because it is quite expensive. Imagine you paying £15,000 or more every year for about 3 years of your study down here in the UK. So if you know PhD is what you want to do, no problem, you can go ahead and do it. But most people are really discouraged with doing PhD. So now the other clause here, research-based higher degree, most people, when you ask them about this particular course, they'll just tell you, oh, it is only PhD that can come with dependent. Now it is only PhD that can come with dependent. But not everybody really understand what this research-based higher degree really means. So that is exactly what I'm going to be explaining in this video. Now, what is a research-based higher degree? A research-based higher degree can also be a master's degree. So most people will be like, oh, master's degree can't bring independence to the UK anymore. It is a lie. Not all master's degree. There are different kind of master's degree. It can be a thought master's degree. It can be a research-based master's degree. So if you are doing a thought-based master's degree, you can't bring in your dependence. But if you are doing a research-based master's degree, you can still bring your dependent because it is a researched based higher degree. So now let's look at what all this higher degree is all about. Let's look at what it really means. So I'm going to be going to my own university. I always love to use my university as a reference because I understand my university so well. So my university is the University of All. Let's go to the university website. So this is my university website, and I can actually scroll to to see all of the courses they have, but I don't want to go through this way. I'm going to go through research. You can go through your research here. You can click on study here. Look, let's go to study first. Now look at here. You have undergraduate studies, you have postgraduate thoughts, you have postgraduate research, you have PhD. So now when people are talking about higher degree, it can be a PhD, it can be a doctorate, and it can also be a master's that is being a research-based master's. I've done a research-based master's before in Tianjin University, China. That is a research-based master's. So I came down to UK to do a thought-based master's, and that's because I'm changing from environmental engineering to a chemical engineering course. So I really need to understand chemical engineering. So that is where the thought-based master's comes in. But if you are really good in your course and you really understand your course, let's say you studied mechanical engineering before, and you want to do a particular research in mechanical engineering, you can apply directly to a research-based master instead of a thought-based master. So those are the things you have to consider. Maybe I'm going to be doing a video on the difference between a thought-based master's and a research-based master's later. So now let's go to postgraduate research. Now if you come down to the postgraduate research, there are different options for you. It can be a PhD, it can be a master's. I've said that before. So when you look through, there are different departments. Let me go to my own particular department. Where's chemical engineering, chemistry, biomedical. Okay, engineering research degrees. So when it comes to engineering research degrees, now look here. Now you have applied for research programs in engineering. You have masters by thesis mechanical engineering, masters by thesis electronic engineering, masters by thesis engineering, masters by thesis blah 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 blah. So you have masters by thesis, and then you have just course-based masters. Course-based masters is thought, masters by thesis is your research. So now look here, you have full-time and part-time. So if you are doing masters by thesis, it is still 1 year, while PhD is 3 years. So the masters by thesis and PhD, they are still the same thing, because you can bring in your dependents with the two of them. So most people, I would just advise you just do masters by thesis instead of doing PhD for 3 years, because paying for 3 years, well, if you afford it, it is very good for you. But I would just advise you just go for masters by thesis. You can pick any masters by thesis you want. Let's say I'm picking masters by thesis in chemical engineering. Then you can decide to apply for it. It's very simple. Start your application, do your application, then hopefully you get admitted. But before then, let me quickly show you some things. And what I want to show you is, instead of just applying directly, I don't know if the method I used in applying for my research-based masters in China is the same method for this one. But what I know for sure is, most times when you want to apply for a research-based master's degree, it is so essential for you to have a supervisor who is ready to supervise your project. You know, it is a research, you are coming to do research, so it is so paramount for you to contact a supervisor ahead who is willing to supervise the research you want to do. So I would advise that you go directly to the website, any school you want in particular. Just go directly to the website, check all of the researches they have available, see if you are interested in them, then look at the lecturer in charge of it, then message the lecturer and tell the lecturer, I'm interested in this research. I don't know if you'll be willing to accept me to come directly to work under you as a team, just the research team. That's all. So if you get a positive response from them, then you can apply. I don't know if University of Hull would want you to get an acceptance letter, but the first university I attended to do my master's by research, I was given an acceptance letter. That's in China. So let's leave all this talk. Let's go directly to the research they have in the University of Hull, and let's see if there's any one of them that you've been interested in. So let's go research. Our researches. Let's go to so these are all of the research challenges they have currently. So if you are interested in any of these ones, you can definitely check them out and see if you are good with them. So now let's go to which one should I pick? Let me say accelerate a net zero future. So if this is what I'm interested in, building sustainable and carbon free future, if you are interested in this particular kind of research, if what you have been doing is tailored towards this, read everything you really need to. Now look at this. This is an ongoing project. If all of these ongoing projects is what you're interested in, you can click on it and read more about it. Now this is a completed project. Don't even bother yourself to read about completed project, because it is completed. You don't need anyone to carry out to continue with the project for them. So just look through ongoing project. Let me say converting waste to energy. I love waste to energy. That's exactly that's the research I did while I was in China, pyrolysis. So let me click here. I'm really interested in something like this. So converting waste into energy. Look at all the challenges. Read the challenges. Read the approach. Read the outcome, and look at the lead academics. Yeah. So now these lead academics, these are the people you are going to message. Now let's just go scroll down. This is the woman in charge. You can. This is her name. You just click on her name. Let's click on her name. Now you're going to see her email here. You can email her directly, and this is her number too. You can't call her if you're outside of Nigeria anyway, but if you're in UK you can call her, and if you're even close to the university you can even walk down to her office and speak with her directly. So read about all of the challenges and all. Then that is where your cold email comes in. Those ones I'm going to explain more about that in another email. So let's quickly go to the requirements of a research-based master's, and we are going to be looking at the fee, how much it costs. So here we are. Blah 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 blah, admission, this research based postgraduate students. So these are all other researches they have. Sustainable energy. Now look at the fees and funding for home students. The fee full time is 4,700. Now home student doesn't mean people in the UK. Home student means if you are a British. So if you are not a British citizen, you are considered international. Even though you are already in the UK, you are still considered international. So the fee for masters is 18,650 per year. So if you are coming to do a master's degree, it is just 18,650. It is actually more expensive than a third-based master's. For example, for me, I'm paying my course right now. If it's a third-based master's, it's 14,000. But for a research-based master's, it's 18,000. So it's actually more expensive, but it is worth it actually. So now listen, full-time for masters is just 1 year, 12 months. For PhD, it is 3 years. Now imagine you doing PhD and you're paying 18,650 for 3 years, compared to if you're just doing a master's degree that is thesis-based. So those are all of the things you have to consider, and you can just read through everything. The entry requirement on this website, the only requirement that is being talked about is you must have at least 2-1 honor degree. At least 1 honor degree, that means. And if you check the international equivalent, if you are from Nigeria, where most of my viewers come from, if you have a second class upper in your university, it is considered as 2-1 honor degree. That's how it just works. Yeah, so you don't really need to do any race evaluation or anything. It is directly converted. And you have to have an English English language knowledge. But don't worry about that. If you have your WAEC results, your WAEC result is enough to prove that you are very good in English. And also, you studying in the university taught you in English now, so you don't have any issues with English language at all. So that is all about this particular offer. But please, before you quote me for my words, I really want to say that I am not an immigration person. I just saw this particular offer and I feel like sharing to you guys, because I know a lot of people will be interested in this particular kind of offer. So you guys should still read more about all of these things. And for every university you would want, I'm using University of Hull as a case study now. For any university you would want to consider, read more about it. You can even go ahead and message the admission committee to see if there is any more thing you need to do. You can ask them, do I need to secure a supervisor before I can apply, blah blah blah. So all of these things, just go ahead and ask. So this is a very great offer. Please guys, try as much as possible to target offers like this, because you can actually bring in your dependents to the UK with them. So all of the restrictions is not you are not concerned with them. So guys, I think this is where we are going to be ending the video. If you are watching me for the very first time and you've not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I share offers like this regularly. And if you have been a regular viewer and you are still not subscribed, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers. Alright guys, bye bye. I'll see you in another video.